Hello, this is Chris Maynor coming to you from the campus of Union University here in Jackson, Tennessee. In this video, I want to talk about time value of money. Specifically, what is it? What do we mean by time value of money? And why does money have time value? And why this concept is important to us as students of business and students of finance. Well, first of all, time value of money is the idea that money today is worth more than money in the future. That to have a dollar in the hand today is better, more valuable, than to have that same dollar somewhere in the future. So let's look at a couple of examples here. This will help to illustrate time value of money. Let's suppose I gave you a choice between a dollar today versus a dollar tomorrow. I'll give you a $1 bill either right now or give you that same $1 bill 24 hours from now. Which would you choose? Well, that's sort of a difficult question. You say, well, it's just a dollar. It's just one day. It's just a 24-hour period. It really doesn't matter. I would probably just flip a coin. Well, okay. Let's take a little better example. Let's increase the dollar amount and increase the time. Suppose I gave you a choice between me giving you $1 million today versus $1 million 20 years from today. Now I think the choice is a little bit clearer. I think most all of us would choose $1 million today. I would rather have the money today rather than that $1 million in 20 years. You might think of another example, like suppose that you won a $1 million lottery, and you're under the impression that you're going to receive a check today for $1 million. Then you get a phone call from the lottery commission, and they say, well, that's not really how it works. Instead, we're gonna give you $20,000 a year for the next 50 years. Now that's still pretty good, and you're still happy, but you're not as happy as when you thought you were going to get $1 million today. And the reason is that money has time value. Money diminishes in value over time. And there are several reasons. Why does money have time value? Well, one reason, simple, is because people are impatient. It's not so much that I want the money today as it is that I want the stuff that money will buy today. People want the pleasure, the utility that comes from consumption today rather than later on. And so money that I can spend on goodies, on cars and new homes and things like that, I would rather have them sooner rather than later. So one reason money has time value is because of the impatience of people, the human trait of impatience. The second reason is because of risk of non-payment or risk of partial payment. If you think about the $1 million example, a lot can happen in 20 years. A lot can go wrong, and you may not receive that $1 million in 20 years. And so because we live in a world of risk, you'd rather have the money sooner rather than later. Number 3, inflation. If you've studied macroeconomics, you know that inflation is an increase in the general price level over time. Over time, money loses its purchasing power. And the fact is that $1 million will buy you more today than it will in 20 years. And so for that reason, you'd rather have the money today. But all of the first 3 reasons we've looked at really can be summarized or encapsulated in this 4th reason. Why does money have time value? Because of the potential to earn a return or to earn interest. The reason that you would rather have $1 million today is because you could take that $1 million, put it in a bank, invest it in stocks or bonds, or even start your own business, and at least have the potential of having more than $1 million in 20 years. Even if you did something as risk-free as put the $1 million in a bank and earn a very small rate of interest, you would still end up in 20 years with far more than $1 million. So for these reasons, money has time value, the impatience of human nature, risk of non or partial payment, inflation, and then also the potential to earn interest. So why is this important? Well, in finance, one of the things that we are interested in is the subject of capital budgeting. Capital budgeting. Capital budgeting is the process of planning and preparing for long-term projects that generate cash flows beyond the current year. So it may be the plan to purchase a new plant, to expand the existing plant, to engage in a new long-term advertising project. All of these projects involve cash flows that could extend for several years, both cash inflows and cash outflows. And for that reason, when we're examining those kinds of projects, those long-term, multi-year projects, we have to keep in mind that those cash flows that occur in the future are not the same as cash flows that occur today. And again, this is because of time value of money. So as we go further into this subject of capital budgeting, we will use this tool, this concept of time value of money, extensively. Hopefully, this video has cleared up or explained to you why money has time value.